Hey, so we just actually wrapped up our summer collection called Summer Playlist, where through the entire summer, we talked about our values. So values are simply principles to live by. And we felt like what a great time over the summer to really kind of sit at the table, if you will, and discuss, have a family conversation about what we value. And we had a great time doing it. We kicked it off talking about this. Jesus is our message. Like, we start right there. You know, it's not about a name, it's not about a person, it's not about a personality, meaning my name or someone else's, but it's about Jesus. Jesus is the message that we carry. You know, there are thousands of words that we say each day. So what if within those thousands of words that we speak, Jesus, the message of Jesus, was contained within those words? I think we can really see the environments that we in be shaped a lot differently than they are if the message of Jesus is absent from those environments. Then we talked about passion is our standard. You know, we're followers of Jesus. We serve the King. We should be passionate about life, passionate about our approach to things. Like when we're around, when we're in the room, like we should have passion. Now listen, passionate isn't about how loud you sound, how loud you're speaking, but it's about your approach to things. It's about your heart to things. It's about the intentions that you step into something with. And so we're passionate people. That's our standard. We're gonna start right there. Like, that's our standard. Then we had a conversation about people or our heart. You know, oftentimes we can see people as problems, but people aren't problems. People are ones that we are called to love. You know, the greatest two are these: love God and love people. And so loving people is an opportunity that Jesus gives us to live out the gospel, to express grace in the same way that we have received grace. And Jesus was for people, which means we're for people. And one week we discussed serving is our calling. You know, everyone's figuring out, what is our calling? Listen, we're called to Jesus. We're called to know him and then to make him known. And the way we make him known is by serving. You know, we believe this as a church, that God hasn't called us to change this city, but he has called us to serve this city. And as we serve this city, God will do the changing. We just need to serve it first. And that's a value of ours. And then Pastor Pat, he came and discussed joy. Joy is our decision. There's so many ways that we can decide to live this life. There's so many ways that we can decide to respond to the different circumstances and moments that we face. But listen, joy has to be our choice, because here's the thing with joy. Joy is not based on the circumstance. Joy is what we have in spite of the circumstance, because when we live with a perspective of joy, it's knowing, hey, we've seen the end of the book and we've won. So we're living life from a place of victory. So no matter what you encounter or go through, we can live with joy because we know how the story ends. And then Guy so amazingly took us through honor. Now listen, we're choosing to honor. You know, I think about David and his refusal to throw spears at Saul, at King Saul, if you will, because he was choosing to express honor to him. And what if we live life that way, to be people of honor, looking for ways to honor those around us? Listen, Summer Playlist has been absolutely amazing. I feel like it really set the tone for us. You know, this whole year, we've talked about preparation, that God is preparing us as a church community, but he's also preparing you and for what he wants to do in your life and family. I believe that the best is still to come. And I believe that this time over the summer, where we have taken time to really dive into our values, we're going to see the benefit of that in the weeks and months and in years to come, of how God took this moment and prepare us for all that he has in front of us. And listen, I'm so excited for the future, so excited for what God has next. And all I got to say is let's go and let's get ready for the ride. I love you, church, and know that the best is still to come.